right, let's start with Namokar mantra. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Airiyanam, Namo Uvajjayanam, Namo Loe Sauvasa Unam. Eso Panchanamo Yaro Savapava Mangalanancha Sauvesim Padamam Ohi Mangalam Chattari Mangalam Arihanta Mangalam Sitha Mangalam Sahu Mangalam Kevalipanatto Dhammo Mangalam Chattari Loguttama Arihanta Loguttama Siddha Loguttama Sahu Loguttama Kevalipanatto Dhammo Loguttamo Chattari Saranam Pavachami Arhante Saranam Pavachami Siddhe Saranam Pavachami Sahu Saranam Pavachami Kevalipanattam Dhammam Saranam Pavachami. चलिए जय जिनेन सभी को वेलकम टू our weekend Sunday batch of Gyan Vaibhav. Last week we revised with Agam Pravesh 1 and today let's revise Agam Pravesh 2. Are we good to see you after a while? Chali. Now in Agam Pravesh 2 and 3, we do not have all the chapters. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you the chapters which we have here. Now before that, there's one disclaimer, one clarification which I need to give for last week. Where is Rohan? Rohan had asked a wonderful question about when we were learning about the abhaksha. What are the abhaksha? The madhya, mas, madhu. Madhya is alcohol, mas is meat, and madhu is honey, and the panch udambar phal. And we were talking about ahimsa. And the last chapter of Agam Pravesh 1 was about eggs. Are eggs vegetarian? There's a lot of companies which will say eggs are vegetarian, but we all know and we try to avoid foods without egg. Okay, why? Because there is a potential for a little 5 cents being to be born with through that egg, and that's why we don't eat it. And then Rohan asks a very smart question, and a question which might be in many of your minds, and that question was, should we drink milk or not? And I had clarified that uh, because a lot of Western countries, uh, the dairy industry is the dairy factory, the dairy company is industrialized. What does that mean? To increase the production of milk, there can be cruelty caused to cattle. However, there are certain small dairies which see to it that their cattle, that their cows are well cared for. And we've got one like that in Melbourne. It's called Kind Milk, where they make sure the calf drinks enough milk first, and then the rest of the milk comes to the people. And there are some, they also call it organic farming, where some people in the US are doing this on a small scale. And is it fine for you to drink that milk or not? Well, what we eat and what we should not eat is a personal choice. Okay. So I'm not going to tell you you should eat this, you should not eat this. However, this is the truth, and you decide what works for you and what doesn't. Because our bodies need a lot of nutrition. Would everyone agree? You need vitamins, you need minerals, you need good fats. Okay? Anyone here who says fats are unhealthy for the body? Fats are not good for the body? Well, excess of anything is not good, but in moderation. And you all are growing kids. So that means you have to make sure that your intake of calcium and all your other vitamins and minerals is optimal. Okay, optimal for your mind and your body both. So, to drink milk or not is a very personal question. Okay, all our bodies require calcium And milk is got it's got proteins, it got calcium, it's got other vitamins. Okay. That's all right, Neve. So it's a very, very personal thing to do. And there's no rights or wrongs. Okay. Remember, everything in life will come with consequences. Okay. The consequences can be good, bad, and some of them might be just what is required for us. Like ideally, we none of us should be eating food, right? Because we kill one sense living beings, right? None of us should be breathing, but we have to do it for survival. Okay, there are certain things. Even Muni Raj, they do have their ahar, isn't it? So there's this word called ashakya anushtan, some things that we just can't avoid in sansar. All right, and our siddha bhagwans are the ones who follow total ahimsa to a next level, isn't it? Because they don't have bodies. So let's all study, work, and understand, put our efforts to become Siddha Bhagwan. But whatever is required as of now, as children, what's important for you is taking care of your body, studying well. Different age groups have different requirements. However, what you might be able to do is limit your intake. Like say, I'll have only this much milk, all right. I won't have a certain thing for a certain time. Like, for example, during Pathshala, are we eating anything? No. Are we drinking anything? No. Are you going around the house? No. So we can take a very small niyam, 5 minutes in Pathshala, and I'm not going to eat anything. Okay. Although Pathshala is over 45 minutes, every small amount of discipline will help you for self restraint, for Sayam later in your life. Okay. So, Rohan, are you there, beta? I hope that is very, very
Yes.
clear to
Yes.
everyone that I'm never ever going to restrain you on eating or drinking anything. Okay, the choice is totally yours. So, as citizens, as Shravak, as citizens of the world, we all need to take care of Mother Nature, isn't it? As Jain Shravaks, we all need to have ahimsa in the forefront of our mind at all times, whether we are eating, drinking, standing, sitting. It's not that hinsa is caused only while eating, but how you eat, where you eat. Okay? Have I told you all this story that there was this child who was crying and his mother was very, very angry. Like she was furious at that point for some reason, and she was feeding milk to her baby. And the baby actually died because the intense emotions with which the mother was feeding the milk, okay, she was breastfeeding the baby, and that was very, very toxic for the baby. And the mother was so, so angry at that point. So our kashai, Anvi मैं आपको म्यूट कर रही हूँ, but our kashai, our पांच पाप and four kashais are the causes of intense pain to us, not in this life, but in all future lives. So our main focus should be to understand what is right and wrong. So Tattva Gyan, Tattva Nirnay, experiencing the pure self or the soul, and then everything will fall in the right place. Okay? Does that make sense to everyone? So remember, Pathshala is not going to be a place of these are do's and these are don'ts, and you just follow what I say. No, that's not even what our acharyas told us. Our acharyas told us to become pariksha pradhani. It's a beautiful term where you test for yourself whatever works for you. Okay? Chali. Rohan, where is Neil? Rohan, Neil, did you understand, beta? Is this clear now?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Chali. And always remember, whenever mom or dad are saying something to you, to any child, it is always for the benefit of your child. It's always for the greater good. Because as kids, sometimes we might not understand the big picture. Okay? We might just be inclined to do or influenced by our peers. But remember, listening to mom will never cause any pain to you. All right? It's always for your best. Chaliye. Now, this is Agam Pravesh 2, and the first chapter was about a nuclear bomb and two kids. And one says the nuclear bomb is going to destroy the whole wide world. So he's very, very afraid. And he thinks that God will have to be reborn in order to save this world. Would you agree that God will be reborn. No, that's a fallacy in itself. Our Arihant Bhagwans also never take birth again. Okay? And Siddha Bhagwans have left Sansar. Now the teacher says your mind is filled with wrong beliefs. What is wrong belief? One word for wrong belief in Hindi. कोई भी बोलो. Everyone can unmute and answer.
मिथ्यात्व.
Excellent. Mithyatva, okay? And you are afraid unnecessary. There's no reason to fear anything in this world. When you read this book, all your fears will go away. So this book, in the sense, Jinvani. जब हम जिनवाणी को पढ़ते हैं, when we do Tattva Gyan, okay, when the light or brightness of knowledge dawns upon our life, the darkness of ignorance will go away. Now, what is a substance? What is a substance? A substance is a collection of qualities. Okay. What is the universe? Now we'll see a few definitions. We're going to revise. What is the universe? A collection of substances. How many types of substances? Can you show me with your fingers? विश्व कितने द्रव्यों से बनाया जाता है? How many types? 6 types of substances. Okay. Jeev, Pudgal, Dharma, Adharma, Akash, and Kal. Okay. So on top, we have the universe. What is it? It's a collection of substances. What is a substance now? It is a collection of qualities, attributes, which are called gun. So the universe is Vishwa. The substances are called Dravya. Now the attributes are called gun. Who has created this? No one has created either the substance or the universe. So one very important rule. New substances cannot be created or destroyed. All right, this universe is dash. Anadi? What's that word? Anadi?
Anand.
Anand. Very, very good, which we call eternal. Substances only keep changing their form. In spite of changing their form, the essence or the core of the substance always remains unchanged. Okay? Just like a lump of gold, like a bullion of gold can be changed to a necklace or a bangle or any sort of jewelry. But will it ever turn into silver? Will it ever turn into bronze? No, because the qualities of gold will always stay. And that's why it's called Anadi Anant. So this form is called Paryay. So we saw universe, then we saw substances, then we saw Dravya, Gun, and then we saw Paryay. So Paryay is the form also called as mode or the modification. Okay? Even though all substances coexist in the universe, they never get mixed up with each other. They always maintain their own identity. And substances can never be destroyed. That means the universe can never be destroyed too. It is eternal. So that means there is no reason for any fear to persist. Anvi, let us see your real self. Okay? From Tiryansh Gati, come into Manushya Gati now. All right. Now, substances are divided into 6 types. Who can tell me the names of the 6 types of substances? Just unmute and go. Yes, bolo beta.
Jeev, Pudgal, Dharma, Adharma, Akash, and Kal.
Excellent. And is this uh, screen share very clear to everyone? Is it big enough, the font? Okay. Now, a living being, you and I, we are called Jeevs because we have Gyan and Darshan. We are knowers and seers. Apart from the Jeev, all the rest are called non-living or ajeev. Why? Because they don't know and see. However, they've got 4 other qualities: touch, taste, smell, and sight. Okay, we are able to touch whatever is Pudgal can be touched. It's called sparsh. It has a certain taste, gandha, it can be smelled, and it can be seen. Now remember, not all Pudgals have all the 4 qualities very, very obviously. Like some can be very small, micro. You might not be able to see them, although they still exist. Okay. Now, after Jeev and Ajeev, we've got the medium of motion, or you can also call it the instrument of motion, which is called Dharma Dravya. Okay. It is only the apparent cause. It only allows the Jeevs and Pudgals to move. For example, the Dharma Dravya allows the fish to swim in water. Okay. The fish is able to move in water because of Dharma Dravya. Now, adharmadravya is the medium of rest and it allows all those jivs and pudgals who want to rest. Okay, it allows them to rest. For example, the shade of a tree attracts travelers. Okay, or adharmadravya, say you're traveling, you're going to school and there's a red light and mom brakes. Now, which dravya was facilitating the driving of the car? Which dravya helped in motion?
Dharma,
Yes, and now she's braked because it's red light. Which dravya is acting now?
Dharma.
Adharma dravya. And now um, you reach school and mom parks out there. Okay, so like that, all the six dravyas all the five dravyas are given space by this dravya called Akash dravya, which is space. It accommodates all the substances. Okay, and it exists everywhere. It is called forever pervasive. No place in this universe where there is no Akash dravya. How is it? It is colorless and it is formless, just like our soul. Our soul cannot be seen and it doesn't have any color or form. Okay, now tell me, look up or look outside your window. The blue sky which you see, is that Akash dravya? Why not? Why not? You're right, but why not?
Because the Akashtav is part of the Budgal since it has color and a form.
Sorry, are you saying Akash dravya is a pudgal?
No, I'm saying the sky that we see is Budgal because it
Yes.
has color and it has a shape as well.
Absolutely. Look, because the rule we made for pudgal is that which can be seen. Okay, and the eyes are seeing the blue color. However, the Akash Dravya is formless and colorless. You cannot touch it, you cannot taste it, but it still exists. Okay, and you look all around you, whatever you see everywhere, all the things are accommodating. It is because of Akash Dravya. Okay, now Kal Dravya is the apparent or neutral cause of change in all substances, and the smallest unit of time is called Samay. These six substances are classified, they can be classified into various ways. Now, this is really interesting. Okay. First is divide them between Jeev and Ajeev. So, Jeev, there's just one out of the six, there's only one that lives. That's called Gyan Darshan. That is Jeev. And Pudgal, Dharma, Adharma, Akash, and Kal are on non living. So, they can be classified in a bigger category together as Ajeev. So did we understand? Jeev and Ajeev. One is a Jeev and the rest five are a Jeev. Now, a Putgal Dravya can be seen. Out of the six, there's only one Dravya which can be seen, which is called Murtik or Rupi, and that is Pudgal Dravya. Whereas Dharma, Dharma, Akash, Kal, and Jeev are all amurtik. They cannot be seen. So we saw two main divisions here, Jeev and Ajeev, Murtik and Amurtik, or form, which have a form and formless. Okay? Now, omnipresent, that which is present everywhere is Akash Dravya. One Dravya is present everywhere. But Jeev, Pudgal, Dharma, Adharma, and Kal are present only in Lokakash, only in the place. Have you all seen that picture of the Jain universe? Has anyone seen that picture of the Jain universe? You'll find it in most temples. I'll actually share that picture with you in a second. Okay, so Akash Dravya is persistent everywhere. That's why it's called omnipresent. Okay, so these were the main differences between main types of divisions of the six Dravyas. Now, have you all understood the names of the six Dravyas? Everyone, turn your videos on. Avi, Arvi, Anvi, Tiyan, Taran. Have you all understood? Yes, Neve. Bolo beta.
So the six drug substances,
Yeah.
um, it's Akash, Dharma, Aderma, Pudgal, and Kal.
All right. And you've forgotten the most important one.
Jeev.
Yes, how can we afford to forget the Jeev? It's all about you. It's like having a birthday party and the birthday boy is not present at the party. Would that make a party? All right. So this universe is important to you. Why? Unmute karo.
Because we live in it.
Because we live in it, and also because we want to keep living in this universe, in in sansar. No, because we have to learn to get rid or destroy this cycle of transmigration. But very good. So next time, it's almost like you're going on a picnic and you've counted on everyone, but you forgot yourself. Okay, so remember, if the six dravyas had to be divided into two, how would you divide it? Quick, 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 quick.
Jeev and
Chaliye.
Ajeev.
3.
Beautiful. Jeev and Ajeev. Okay, now further distinguishing is Jeev, Pudgal, Dharma, Dharma, Akash, Kal. Okay, so Pudgal, Dharma, Dharma, Akash, Kal are dash. One Jeev and all the others are a Jeev. Okay, now out of the six dravyas, how many dravyas can be seen? Just put your hands up, just show me with your fingers. Yes, just one, and that is Pudgal Dravya. Out of the six Dravyas, how many Dravyas are formless? Just give me a show of fingers. Formless. Beautiful. Excellent, Meher. Five Dravyas. Jeev, Dharma, Adharma, Akash, Kal are formless, invisible. Out of the six Dravyas, which Dravya exists everywhere, pervades everywhere? Just one, and that is Akash Dravya. Beautiful. Excellent. Chali. Let's take it forward now. One more question. What is the difference between dharma and adharma dravya? Can anyone tell me? Is dharma matlab mandir mein jana, being religious, and adharma is like going to a pub or going for bowling? Is that what dharma adharma means? Dravya? No. Who wants to tell me? Yes, Chiranshi. Bolo beta.
Dharma Dravya means the Dravya of motion, so only with that Dravya we're able to move. And
Mm-hmm.
Adharma Dravya is it's like motion of resting, it's like resting, so only with that Dravya we're able to stop.
Excellent. Medium of resting. It can't be motion of resting because you can't be
Yeah,
in motion and rest at the same time. But I
yeah.
get it. It's a slip of tongue. Okay, so medium of rest, or you can call it instrument of rest or medium of motion. Very, very good. Now, why are these six dravyas so important? Here's the answer. Because in this universe, nothing except the six dravyas exist. All right, you will not find a seventh thing that exists in this entire universe, and that is why they are important. Chali. And out of the six, the one which is most important is the Jeev. Now we saw universe or is Vishwa. It's made up of substances which are Dravya. Dravya is now made up of Gun. Gun means qualities. Did you know you are made up of an infinite attributes or qualities? Okay, that's how powerful you are. Okay, the attributes or qualities that exist in all parts and states of a substance are called gun. For example, knowledge is the gun of the soul, and it is found in all its pradeshas, right from its smallest form of nigodh right up to the state of moksha. Every substance has infinite gun. How many gun are there? Infinite. And how do they stay? They coexist within the substance. However, they are still different from each other. One gun does not become the other. Okay, just like the green color of a mango will remain distinct. The color is separate, the taste is separate, the smell is separate, isn't it? Will the color ever change into the smell? No, the color will it'll either be green or orangish or yellow. Okay, smell would be sweet or sour, but they all exist together. Now, very important, gun or the qualities or the attributes. Now, is everyone comfortable here if I call it gun? Did everyone understand universe means the Vishwa? Okay, substances mean dravya, and gun means attributes. Is everyone comfortable with these words? Okay. And the reason I'm very, very keen to use these words of dravya, gun, paryay is when we move on to the advanced levels, you're going to learn things And that's why the knowledge of these words is very, very important. So when I say gun, you would understand that I mean the infinite qualities which are in a substance. When I say paryay, oh, good, Meher, you're taking notes. Excellent, very nice. When I say paryay, it is the modification or the modes. Beautiful. Chali. Now, gun neither increase or decrease in number, and the number of gun always remains constant in the past, present, and future. Okay, because it is infinite. Okay, they'll always stay infinite. That means if I'm giving you knowledge, will my knowledge decrease? मेरे अनंत गुणों में से कुछ कम होगा? No, no, no. Now, a substance is not a storehouse of gun because the gun, they do not exist separate from the substance. They are absorbed and integrated within the substance. So the substance is an indivisible mass of gun. What does this mean? Yes, Gia and Neve, are you trying to say something? Quickly. Yes,
I was going
Neve.
to ask a question. Does
Yeah.
good mean qualities?
Yes,
Like, what
gun
does
means
good mean?
quality. Yes,
Does it
qualities
mean
or
like
attributes. Attributes or qualities. Okay, whatever the dravya is made up of. And I was just going to come to that point. Now, look, how is the sugar in America? Is it salty or sour or bitter? No, it's just sweet, isn't it? Now, suppose I have a crystal of sugar. Where will you find the sweetness? Is it in the corner or the center, or it's outside the sugar? Where will that be? It's just all over, isn't it? Arvi, can you find sugar without sweetness?
No.
No, because sweetness and sugar are sort of coexisting, isn't it? You wouldn't have sugar without sweetness and sweetness without sugar. Would you find a soul without gyan, without knowledge? Prasup, would you find a soul without knowledge anywhere?
no?
No, you wouldn't. Okay. So this proves a wonderful thing that dravyas cannot exist without their gun, or the gun are what make up the dravya. The dravya is made up of infinite gun. The dravya is nothing beside the infinite gun. Okay, so all the gun together, all the attributes, all the qualities together amount to become the dravya. Now, these gun are of two types, common and particular. Common are the ones which are found in all the dravyas, and particular are the ones found in specific ones. Like we already saw the particular guns. Jeev has Gyan Darshan, to know and see. Pudgal has that which has touch, taste, smell, and which can be seen is Pudgal. Dharma Dravya is that which allows the chief Pudgal to move. Adharma Dravya is that which allows it to rest. Akash Dravya is that which gives space. And Kal Dravya is that which causes change. So now, why are these called specific gun? Because each gun is present only in one particular Dravya. Okay, now let's do a quick testing. I'll say the Dravya and you're going to tell me the quality, the specific quality. Time. Quick, this one has to be a very fast one. Time. हाँ बोलो कोई भी बोलो. Anyone who goes first.
5.
Yeah, so time means Kal, and my question here is, what is the function of it? What is the specific quality of that?
Keeps on changing.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, changing. So that's why we always show Kal as time. Constantly changing. All right, say the battery of your watch is flat. Okay, well, so your watch is suppose showing 11 o'clock at all times. Does that mean time is changing or not? It is. Although your clock is not working, but time is still ticking, isn't it? Yes, excellent. So the specific quality of Kal Dravya is to change. Jeev, quickly, this one has to be a rapid round. Jeev,
To know and see.
very good. Dharma Dravya,
Moving.
excellent movement to allow the Jeev and Pudgal to move. Now, one important question. Will Dharma Dravya allow Akash Kal to move? No. Dharma Dravya allows only Jeev and Pudgal to move. That too, a very important one. It allows only those jivas and pudgals who want to move. It'll allow them to move. For example, um, say your car is parked in the garage right now. Okay, there is dharma dravya everywhere, but why isn't the car moving? Because there's no one driving it, isn't it? So it'll allow only those dharma and only those jiva and pudgal to move, which actually want to move. All right, adharma dravya, quality of adharma dravya.
To stop or rest.
Yes, excellent. Pudgal Dravya. Bolo?
To be able to see.
Yes, that which has touch, taste, smell, and which can be seen. That is, sorry, that is Pudgal Dravya. Very, very good. Chali. Now let's go on to the next bit. Are you all finding this interesting? This is very, very important. Okay. Um, sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Can everyone see the screen?
Yes.
All right. Now, after seeing the specific attributes, we are coming to the common attributes or the samanya gun. Now, there is certain number of qualities which are present in all the dravyas. Okay. Yes, Zoe, follow beta.
Are we gonna do a Kahoot today?
We will do a Kahoot today. I think we are long overdue for a Kahoot. Let's just finish a few chapters and then we'll do a Kahoot. Okay. Now, I'm not going into the details of all this, but just by chance you would have forgotten this over the months, we'll do a revision. Okay. If there is anything that you do not understand, you want me to explain in more detail, please feel free. Now we saw the specific qualities of the six dravyas of each dravya. Now let's see the common qualities. For example, whatever number of people we are right now in this meeting, what is one thing common between all of us? So we can be like boys or girls, but one thing common is we're all humans, right? We're all jeeves, right? Like that. Now, these six are common qualities in all the six dravyas. First is existence. Astitva gun, they all exist. Okay, the ability because of which a substance can never be destroyed. So they exist. They've been there in the past, exist now, and will be there in the future until eternity. This is such a wonderful quality that allows us to just be stress free. Okay, because there is nothing that can destroy me in this universe. And that gives us a sigh of relief. Ah, there's going to be nothing that goes wrong with me. My soul will always be there. Okay. So Sat means existence. Asat means that which will cease to exist. Now, Astitva Gun indicates existence. I have this Astitva Gun. That's why no one can destroy me. Okay. And also, all Dravyas have this Astitva Gun. That's why the things I possess, okay, will never be destroyed either. So I don't need to be scared that I'm going to lose my belongings because they might change form, but they will always exist in this universe. So the first one is Astitva Gun or existence, and that makes us just relax. We can just rest and relax and stay free of anxiety because of this. Because this one assures us that nothing can go wrong. I will not be destroyed. I'm there forever. Okay, clear for everyone? These six are like powerhouses to make us feel calm and composed at any time. Anytime you're anxious, think of these. Second is functionality. Every dravya has a gun that has a particular function. Every dravya has a certain function. That means there's nothing in this world that's good for nothing. The ability or the power because of which a substance performs its own purposeful and specific function is called vastutva. So astitva was existence, vastutva means functionality. Every dravya has a certain purpose. What is your and my purpose in life? Quickly. Come on. To eat, drink, be merry, have fun, party hard.
To
To become one.
understand our soul.
To become Bhagwan, yes. Very good. Sorry, what did you say about the soul?
Yeah, I just said to understand the true nature of the soul.
Absolutely, to remain engrossed in the soul. How can I remain engrossed if I don't know the true nature? So you're right, Shiranshi. First, I need to know the nature of the soul. So first was existence, second is functionality. Okay, every object possesses purpose for itself and is never useless. Third is dravyatva or changeability. Do you know the word dravya comes from this quality called dravyatva, which means to allow it to allow change. Okay, every dravya is constantly changing. The ability because of which the state of a substance keeps changing continuously is called dravyatva gun. Okay, because of the dravyatva gun that we call the substance as dravya. Change in the state of a substance, now this is really important, okay, is not caused by any other substance because each substance has dravyatva gun. Therefore, it does not require any external substance to cause change in itself. So, dravyatva gun indicates continuous occurrence of modifications. Now, very important here, okay? When you were small, when you were born as a baby, did you have like really long hair? Did you come with all the girls came with hair and plaits? No, we didn't. You might be really bald. Some babies are very bald. So were your parents stressed up? Oh, my child doesn't have hair. Were they stressed up? Like Neve, Avi, Tian, Taran. When how old are you now? Just show me with your fingers. 8, 10. How old are you? Okay, 10. All right. All right. Are your parents is your dad stressed up that you still don't have a mustache and you don't have a beard? No, isn't it? They would know that when once you grow up, once you become 16, 18 years, you'll grow a mustache anyways, isn't it? So they know that the dravyas are constantly changing. All right. So there's no reason to be stressed at all. Yes, Zoe. Bolo beta.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, sure. You don't have to ask me, beta. Okay, so we saw three qualities. One was existence, astitva. Second is functionality, vastutva. Third is changeability or dravyatva. Are you all enjoying this, kids? All right, this is super duper important to lead a life free of any stress or anxiety. Okay, now fourth is prameyatva or that ability because of which every substance is can be known by someone. Okay, the ability because of which a substance it has the capacity to be known by someone, to be the object of someone's knowledge. Now, how is it that Siddha Bhagwan knows everything about everyone? Aryan Siddha Bhagwan, they are Keval Gyani, right? So how can they know everything about the infinite dravyas? Because every dravya has this common quality of prameyatva, which means knowability. Okay? If a dravya was not knowable, Arihant Bhagwan would not see it in his Keval Gyan. So astitva, vastutva, dravyatva, prameyatva. The word prameya means to know. Okay? Now comes a wonderful one. Very interesting. I love this one. It's called Aguru Laghutva. O is no, not. Guru is big and Lagu is small. So the ability of because of which a substance maintains its individual qualities. Okay, a substance cannot transform into another substance. Okay, the quality of a substance, one quality does not change into another quality, and all the infinite qualities will never get scattered. That is a Guru Lagutva Gun. Now, let me tell you why this is so interesting. That means, okay, that means that no matter how much I share anything with someone, I will never turn into something else. All right. Like, if, do you like pizza? Pizza, pasta, cakes? All right. Who likes it the most? Who really loves the pizza? Okay, yes, even Meher. Now, whenever you're eating a pizza, are you ever afraid that what if I turn into a pizza? Do you feel scared like that?
Ever.
Never ever. That would be silly, isn't it? Or like, uh, Do you have a favorite car, anyone? A car or a favorite toy? Yes, Anvi has one. Okay. Now, say on your birthday you get a lot of presents. Do you ever think that I might turn into this present? Like, will the car driver ever turn into the car? No way. Why is that so? It's because of this quality called aguru lagutva. So the qualities of the dravya or a substance always exist. They coexist, but they can never be less or more. So an ant is so tiny, but an ant also has infinite qualities. And a dinosaur is massive. How many qualities does a dinosaur have? Same as an ant. All right. So the size may be small or big, but they have just the same number of qualities. Now, have you all ever seen dwarfs? Like some people, all right, they have like a chromosomal abnormality and they are short. They are quite dwarf. Have you all ever seen a dwarf in a movie or something? Okay. Now, and say there's a very, very tall person. He's almost gigantic. Now, would the dwarf person have lesser qualities or lesser good than a tall person? Not at all. So that means a Guru Lagutva Gun plays its role at all times. Okay? One Dravya does not turn into another, one Gun does not turn into another, and the infinite Gun in a substance never scatter away. So never be scared. What if I lose something? Okay? Knowledge, whenever you share it with someone, only grows. Chali. Now the last one is super simple, and that is Pradeshatva Gun, or a shape retention, the ability because of which every substance has a definite shape. Now, do you know amoeba? Do you know there's this tiny microscopic living being called amoeba? Have you seen amoeba? They keep changing their shape at all times. All right. So they don't have a definite shape, but they don't have one specific shape. Their shape is constantly changing, but they do have some shape. Is there, can you think of any substance in the universe which has no shape? Like, say, even water, when you add water in a small container, it'll take the shape of the container. In a plate, it'll take the shape of the plate. And so with air, isn't it? If you fill air in a bottle, it'll take the shape of the bottle. So every dravya has a particular shape. All right. Now you guys are going to tell me. So we learned the six dravyas, we learned the qualities of the six dravyas, we learned the specific, and we also learned the common attributes of these. Now, how are they going to benefit us in our lives? Rohan, Neil, Arvi, अपने videos on कर लो बेटा. It just helps, especially with the question answers. If you're okay, it just helps me to know that you've understood it. Or if you haven't, I'll explain it better. Okay? Chali, what is the advantage of learning about the six common qualities? Astitva, Vastutva, Dravyatva. Rohan, I can see your video, but I can't see you on the screen. Okay, that's why I had to say, um, turn your video on. It's still very blurry. Adjust your camera. Yes, come on. Yes, Avi, bolo.
So that you like know the truth.
Know the truth? Yes. And what will we do by knowing the truth?
We won't have like wrong belief, like think that something else is right, and we'll know like everything
Excellent.
that's actually true.
Beautiful. So first is we won't have a fear. We'll have right belief. Right belief of what? Of the jeev and all the other five dravyas also. All right. We will be able to live a life free of fear. Would you agree to me? Okay, tell me honestly, okay, very, very honestly, who here feels scared at times? किसको डर लगता है? We all do feel scared, isn't it? At times. But remember, this Astitva Gun will always keep us safe. So it's just normal and natural to feel scared. But our Ma Janwani sort of cuddles us and teaches us these six guns. And she says, oh, I'll be there with you. Okay? The Astitva Gun will be there with you at all times. Now, Vastutva purpose. Never ever think anyone, any jeev or any other dravya is just good for nothing. Every dravya has its own purpose. Third one we saw was change. Will you ever try to keep something in the same shape form forever? Like, can you try, no matter how hard you try, can you keep the sun? A lot of people love to see the sunrise and sunset, right? Can you just keep that little bit on the horizon and hold it there for some time, the sunrise or the sunset? No, it's going to be come up, and it's going to come up on the horizon soon, isn't it? Or the sunset. Can you just keep that sun just between the mountains and allow it from not setting? Impossible, says Neevan Meher. Perfect. Okay. The reason we know a particular thing is because of its prameyatva gun. So that'll make us sort of humble. There's no need for us to be puffed with pride that I know everything. I know everything because there's prameyatva gun in everything. Agree? Would you agree to me, Rohan? Anvi, Tian, Taran? Yes? So prameyatva is no ability. Okay? And then we saw Aguru Lagutva, which was like a superstar. Okay, and I say that superstar because that allows us to stay just constant as we are. Now here is a controversy. The dravya is constantly changing, yet all our gun always remain intact. So again, there's no fear that I'm going to lose something. Okay, and the last one is shape. So every dravya has a certain shape. Although shapes might be changing. When you were a baby, you were so tiny. And then when you turn 50, you're going to be massive. And then when you're growing old again, you can shrink back. So the only constant in this world is change. Have you enjoyed learning this chapter? This is one of my favorites. Yes, Anvi. Bolo beta. Anvi, are you trying to say something, beta? Anvi, where are you? You're muted. No? Okay. If you want to say, you can unmute. Now, the next chapter is called Paryay. Now, you don't need to study this chapter in detail. I'm just going to give you some important words here. Okay. Paryay means the transformation in the gun. Okay. At every unit of time, smallest unit of time is called samay. And the changes that happen in the attributes in the gun are called the paryay. A substance is defined by its qualities or attributes and its states. And a state changes every moment, every samay. A substance does not exist without states, and a state does not exist without a substance. Now, this is such a beautiful sentence. First, we saw a substance does not exist without its qualities or gun. Agree? Does everyone agree with me? And I would so love if someone does not agree with me so that we can talk over it. Okay, was God born in AC or DC? Neil, we'll talk about that. AD or BC, we'll talk about that. Which God are you speaking about? God is Anadi Anant, Neil. So the body is born, but the soul is eternal. Chali. So, give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, we were talking about paryay. So dravya gun paryay. A dravya does not exist without its gun, and the gun never exists without a form, right? So when I say avi comes with a package of infinite qualities, and also every quality comes with a certain form, isn't it? Like Avi was small and now he's big, and then he'll turn into a youth, adult, and then old age. And that goes same with everything. Just like say this is a notepad, okay? And I write, so it's clear. I write something on it, and what happens? The form changes, isn't it? It was clear, and then now I have some words written on it. Okay, and then when I'm done with it, you might just chuck it into the bin. So the form is changing. Now, let me give you an example for form change. Have you all seen the ocean? You go to the beach often? Okay, the ocean has various waves. Now there's a wave coming up. What is the wave made up of? Water. Can there exist an ocean without water? Can there exist an ocean without a wave? No, it cannot. So the wave has come up. That is a new form or the paryay. And what happens? In a fraction of a second, it'll go back into the ocean, isn't it? So the modification comes, we can see it, and then it goes back into the ocean, and then it comes back as again as another modification. So dravya is made of gun, and every gun has a paryay. A dravya cannot exist without a gun, okay? And a gun cannot exist without a paryay. What does that mean in short? In this universe, there are infinite dravyas. Every dravya has infinite qualities or gun, and every gun has a particular form, has a certain form at every samay. Samay means the smallest unit of time. So that means dravya, gun, and paryay always exist. Okay? Did you all enjoy this? Okay, now any queries for today? We'll just end with a Kahoot. If there's any queries, kindly ask me. I would love for y'all to ask me any questions. No? Yes, Boloniv. This is in the group chat. Okay.
There is infinite Dravyas. Is there also infinite Jeeves?
Yes. All right. So Jeeves are infinite. Jeeves are Ananta and Pudgal are Anantananta, infinite times infinite. Okay. Was God born in AD or BC? Now, Neil, Adinath Bhagwan is also God. So God here, do you mean by like Tirthankars, or do you mean by, yeah, you mean Tirthankars? Okay, now look, Tirthankar, Adinath Bhagwan was born many, many years back. Okay? And Mahavir Bhagwan was born about 2,500 and something years back. Okay? So when you say God, which God you mean? That is my question to you.
Parshvanath.
Parshvanath Bhagwan, well before Christ. Christ is only very recent. Okay? Well before Christ. Okay? Chali. Now it's time for a Kahoot. Now, while I just pull out the Kahoot, let me ask you all a few questions and then you can answer those. How many Parmeshtis are there? Parmeshti ke naam batao. Let's do quick revisions. Any one of you can go right away.
Arihant, Siddha, Acharya, Upadhyay, Sarvasadu.
Very good. How many of the Pancha Parmeshtis are Dev? Dev kitne hai?
2.
2. Arihant and Siddh are called Devs. Very, very good. So 3 are Gurus. Very good. What are the names of 5 Paps? 5 Paap ke naam batao.
Logman, Maya, God.
Krodh, Man, Maya and?
Jhut.
All right. Now let me tell you one thing. We've mixed 2 things here. Krodh, Man, Maya and Lobh. These are 4 Kashayats. And my question to you was 5 Paap. Okay? Can someone tell me the names of 5 Paps? Hinsa, Jhoot. Someone said Jhoot and that's right. Hinsa, Jhoot, Chori. हाँ नीव आप बताओ. बोलो बेटा. Or anyone else who wants to. Come on, unmute and answer. What's the
Greed.
matter?
Greed.
Okay, I've got a wonderful Kahoot for you all, which will just help to revise. So, Anvi, the 5 Paap are Hinsa, Jhoot, Chori, Kushil, and Parigrah. And if you
Okay.
want English, it's violence, lies,
Greed.
stealing, theft or stealing, Kushil, and Parigrah. Parigrah is greed. Okay?
Okay.
Chali. Would you like to play the treasure trove or the robot run?
Treasure trove.
Treasure trove. Let's
Treasure,
go
please,
with
treasure.
trove.
The treasure.
All right. And this is a very interesting Kahoot. We are just going to revise all the topics that we did Dravya, Gun, and Paryay Kahoot. And log in with the name of any one Tirthankar. Please log in with the name of any one Tirthankar. And I've also got a very important announcement to make for you guys. Come on, everyone. All right, let's start. Come on, last 25 seconds left. Okay, dokie, whom do we have here? Chandra Prabhu Bhagwan ki jai, and we have Mahavir Bhagwan ki jai, and we also have Tara Neminath Bhagwan ki जय हो, आदिनाथ भगवान और पार्श्वनाथ भगवान की भी जय हो। ऐसे ही 2400 तीर्थंकर भगवान की जय हो। Did you all enjoy that Kahoot? Was it fun? All right, excellent. Now I've got one very important announcement for you. By the way, who were these Chandra Prabhu Bhagwan, Neminath Bhagwan? नाम तो बताओ. Good, Zoe. Who else was it? Arvi, Neem Meher, Avi. Good. Chali, बढ़िया. Now, do you, do you, okay, can everyone mute? Do you have any holidays over the Diwali period? Good, Neem Meher. No school holidays? Okay. Now, right from the 4th to 10th of November, okay, this is just after Diwali, we are actually having a week-long celebration, which is called Gyanotsav. So, Gyan is knowledge. So, during Diwali, everyone lights lamps or diyas? Yes? Diye hote hain? Some don't. Okay, I don't. Okay. But although you're not lighting a diya outside, so this Diwali is going to be special because I light diyas every Diwali, but mine is a lamp of knowledge. है ना महावीर भगवान निर्वाण को प्राप्त हुए और जो गौतम गंधर है उनको केवल ज्ञान हुआ तो ज्ञान रूपी दिया जलाएंगे. So that's why we are celebrating Gyanotsav. It's 7 days of jam-packed fun. Now, we might not be able to do it all the 7 days because you kids are busy throughout the week, isn't it? Is that a question, Shiranji? No. Okay. So the first day we are going to do a bhakti or a stuti. Okay, but a musical bhakti. Do you all play any music instruments? Anyone here? Yay, cool. Now I would love for everyone, each one of you, to learn a few lines, not an entire long bhakti, because we might not have enough time, but to learn at least few lines, 4 lines, lines
From
of
November
each.
4th to 10th, right?
Sorry, Vita.
From November 4th to 10th.
4th to 10th. But however, I understand that you kids will not be able to join every night. So we might actually do it on the November 4th. We might try to jam pack everything on one day. Or, we might do it on the November 4th and the 11th. So we start with a stuti or a bhakti. Everyone learns a few lines. And please do not tell me I did not have the time. Because we all can have time to learn one line every day. Starting today, if you learn one line of bhakti, I'm sure over the next 3 weeks you will learn enough. Okay? So first day is a bhakti. The second is storytelling. Jain Dharm ki kahaniya. So within 2 minutes, you have to tell us a story of any Jain legends. Okay, and why are we doing this? To inspire each other. Okay, imagine there's 12 of us here. No, actually more than 12. There's 13, 14, 15 of us here, right? 16 of us here right now. Okay, and imagine everyone tells us the story of one Jain legend. It could be a Jain hero. It could be our Satya, Jain Satiyon ki kahani. And that's going to inspire us further on the path of moksha. The third one is a poem. We don't have Ridhima here. Ridhima, no, we don't have her today. Are you all good at poetry? Maybe just
Kind of.
get creative and I'll tell you what, if we never try, we'll never get creative at it. But this is one activity where I want to instill the multiple intelligences working. Okay, some of us are good with maths, some of us are good with English, but how about if both the sides of the brain work optimally? Yes, Zoe, you have a question?
What if you don't play a musical instrument? Can you sing?
Of course, yes. I was just about to say this. If you don't have any musical instrument, take two dabbas or two bottles and fill in some rice or dal, and you can actually use those as shakers. When you were small, you remember how you had those small drums or those shakers, those egg shakers in, I'm not sure what you call it there. We call it kindergarten here, or play school, where you have fun with all sorts of simple musical instruments. So bhakti, musical bhakti, story, poetry. Yes, Dhruvi.
So
Can
I
someone
just have a
open the door?
question.
Yes, Bolo beta.
So basically, so there'll be probably like a lot of people there, right? So, for the story thing, what if it like overlaps, like someone has the same story as another person?
That's all right. That should
Okay.
not matter. And when we are doing it for the US batch, you will not have all the others because it's way too early for the Indian kids. It's like 5 a.m. right now in India. So we are going to do this. What I might do is just this batch and the other US batch. Or we might do this batch and we might also get the little ones, the super juniors, to do it together. Okay?
Yeah.
So we definitely won't be more than 25 people or maximum 30, but I'm thinking 25 would be good. Okay? The fourth one is it's a real cool one. It's a guess who. So the little ones can do a fancy dress, but the ones who are over 7 years, you can either dress up like someone or you can say a couple of lines, and the others have to guess which Jain character is this. Okay, like for example, I am burned by people all over India on this day. Whom do you think was that? Bolo, koi bhi bolo.
Ravan.
Yes, Ravan.
Jeez.
However, remember he's going to become a future Tirthankar, isn't it? So you can make up a little couplet or something about that. Okay? So the fourth day is legend. Now the fifth one is one of very close to my heart, and that's a speech on any one topic you've learned up till now. Okay? You can have a script written or you can learn it. I'll leave that up to you. I'm not fussed about it, but everyone pick up one topic and write a speech about it. And you have to do that speech in class. Okay. The sixth one is a puppet show. Uh, I'm not sure. Maybe the little ones can do a puppet show, but if you have finger puppets, or you can actually draw certain characters on paper and stick them on your pens or ice cream sticks, and you can do a puppet show if you want. And the last one is again a super exciting one. It's 3D craft or models. Okay, it could be drawing or creating any 3D model. I'm going to share a 3D model with someone created from one of my other batches now, and it is super duper cool. Let me just share that with you. Can you all see this now? Yeah? Now, this is a model of the different senses which Jeev have. Like this is written in Hindi, but it means earth, water, air, fire, plant-based. 2 sense, 3 sense. She's drawn like a lot of ants in a line, and then 4 sensed insects which can fly, and then we've got animals here, 5 sensed, and then we have Siddha Bhagwan. Can you all see this? And isn't it amazing? And this girl who's created it, she's only 9 or 10 years old. So start doing something. You can do it as siblings. Get help from mom and dad if they aren't too busy. But or you can just do a drawing or something in class. Okay, and present it to someone. Like you can do the Chelasias, you can do the tree of life. Okay, Sansar Vruksh or something like that. But do you think this will be exciting? Yeah, I've got 7 categories for you, and I would love if each one of you can do at least 5 categories. I know 7 out of 7 would be a bit too much. That would be great, ideal, but at least 5. And for your speeches or your poems, remember, it's only going to take a minute. So it does not have to be too long. Yes, Zoe.
Can you like tell like all the details in the group?
Yes, I'm going to send it right away, beta. Okay, I thought I'll just share this with you all here and then I'll post it on the group as well. All right. Chaliye, we will finish our class here, but start learning your stutis and bhaktis from today. Chaliye. Nij nidhi निज में बता दी, यह अनंत उपकार है। इसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है, वंदना शत बार है।
Just an